I think that entrepreneurship can be taught, and in teaching it, it's not really just about, sure, you want to start great businesses, but you also want to teach a repeatable process. The number of startup companies here is sort of much less, and so it means that there's less competition, the ideas that are in the air are sort of fewer, and yet at the same time, there is a great appetite to sort of get companies going and to really have the hunger to sort of know how to do it.
I did not realize that being an entrepreneur is a really tough job. It consumes all of your time. That's all you can think about. We even had dreams. My teammates were in my dreams.
You need to have a great team and surround people who complement you. Number two, I believe that you need to be on top of your data, so you understand where you're underperforming, so you can address those issues quickly. And then number three, I think it's super important to put yourself in the shoes of the customer.
You cannot come up with a great idea just sitting in your room brainstorming. You gotta talk to customers, you gotta talk to the people who are going to be using your product in order to understand what they need. Because in our mind, we have a pretty different idea of what the artisans may not necessarily kind of be interested in the first place. So talking to them, getting out there and then getting our hands dirty was pretty much like a learning experience to guide us.
What I've learned is you actually don't need that much capital to get started. To really test your initial hypothesis, or is this a viable business, you don't need much money nowadays. I think with the advent of technology that can basically help you scale and gain access to customers in a much more cheaper way than we could do just 5 years ago. I've learned that with raising very little capital, your own or others, you can learn to test ideas and fail fast and fail cheaply.
You have to be willing to take a risk, and risk is always going to have failure attached to it. And hopefully it'll also have success.
Entrepreneurial journey is super tough, very stressful.
Lonely.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to find people who you trust, respect, and who trust you and respect you to go with, and just fueling the startup with the right talent in a region that is still growing entrepreneurially.
Mentalities, mindsets don't change in a day, but that's changing, and I think the new breed of entrepreneurs is coming up. What's great about Abu Dhabi, the UAE in general, if you want to do it, you'll find support.
There's more and more sort of knowledge about startups. There's more and more people taking computer science, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering that can actually build real things. And that is very exciting because there is certainly capital here that could follow those companies if they're successful.